Creativity knows no boundaries. You can do anything once you put your mind to it. These 27 IKEA hacks are proof that you shouldn't restrict your imagination, as you can apply it to household items and hone your talent in the process. Give it a go. Here are 27 fun IKEA product transformations, a remake you can copy tomorrow. Number 1. Convert a Trampa mat into a fruity spring accessory for your entryway. Yes, you can turn a Trampa mat into a citrusy or melony accessory to welcome the arrival of spring with fresh air and blooming flowers. You're in a good mood, so why not pass on that cheer? Fold the mat in half. Ensure your line goes with the grain of the rug to create a line in the middle with a ruler, and cut down the center. Spray it with white and then use the colors for the watermelon or lemon accordingly. Number 2. Add a few sheets of removable wallpaper to a Bekväm step stool. Step stools can become fun, decorative items for your home. Paint the stool. Take your transfer paper, place it on top of the stool. Trace the 2 different steps on it using a crayon. Cut them out. Place the transfer paper cutouts onto your wallpaper. Retrace the outlines and cut, and then paste with glue. Number 3. Add some metallic drawer fronts. Give your drawers a revamp. Take a bit of gold or silver foil, about 1 to 2 inches bigger than your drawer fronts. Use a foam brush to paint a thin layer of screen adhesive and immediately lay the foil on. Use a craft squeegee to push the bubbles out, and use an X-Acto knife to trim away the excess foil. Groovy drawer fronts are so easy. Number 4. Jazz up a plain Regolit lampshade with some bunting. Iron 2-inch strips of fabric onto the binding. It is needed to attach the flags to. Layer 1.5-inch strips, 4 to 5 of them, on top of each other and seesaw your little ruler along to cut triangles. After that, sew your little flags to the binding. Then glue the bunting with hot glue gun, following the lantern's framework. Number 5. IKEA Side Table Makeover. Unscrew the legs from the tabletop and set them aside. Lay out a design with masking tape. After making sure all the edges were pressed down securely, bring the tabletop back and give it a coat of shiny Krylon gold metallic spray paint. Sand the legs with a fine grit sandpaper and wipe clean with a microfiber rag. After everything is dry, peel the tape off of the tabletop. Screw the legs back on and flip it over. Number 6. Add some maps and Mod Podge to recreate a decoupaged Mickey desk. Cut a small piece of maps that is about a couple of inches bigger than your drawer fronts. Then glue the maps with the Mod Podge and stick it to the drawer fronts. Use an X-Acto knife to trim away the excess maps, and voila, you get the desired result. Number 7. Decoupage illustrations from a favorite picture book to the front of some storage boxes. Trace the outline of the bins, including the handle on the pages, and carefully cut them out. Follow up by applying Mod Podge to the back of the illustrations and position on the cubbies. Then apply a coat of Mod Podge over the illustration for protection. To help the cubbies slide, track on furniture glides on the bottom 4 corners. Number 8. Mount a Hampen Rug on a wall. Use a Hampen Rug high pile bright green as a pin board. Screw it to your wall, glue clothespins, and stick it to the Hampen Rug, and now your pin board is ready. Number 9. Turn a Råskog cart into the prettiest portable herb garden. Take a bit of gold contact paper and some washi tape. Glue the gold contact paper, stick it to your rack, and then stick some of the washi tape. After you're done, organize your bunch of cooking herbs and plants there. Voila! Now you can talk about a garden on wheels. Number 10. Wrap embroidery thread around the lids of a few Fryken baskets. Begin by taking the tops off of your baskets. Choose one color and place the thread across the very center of the basket top. Then tie a knot on the bottom side to secure the thread. Map out the area you are going to wrap. Then start to wrap one side, lining up the thread. As you continue wrapping from one side to the opposite side of the X, you will start to get a little bit of a twist. When you're done, wrap the thread around the middle of the X on the back of the top. Tie it off and then cut off the excess. Add another color and continue till the wrapping is all done. Number 11. Boxell coffee table hack. Time to go retro combined with some stunning smock wrapping paper. Put it under the glass pane, install legs with flat brackets, and add some new legs if you feel the coffee table was too short to sit on the ground. Number 12. DIY Ottoman IKEA hack. Remove the metal legs and replace them with some turned furniture legs. Lay the fabric out. Flip the ottoman over. Stretch and staple the fabric to the underside of the ottoman, one side at a time, and do the corners last. You can also try painting the legs of the ottoman. Number 13. Transform Mammut stools into Toadstools. Turn the stool upside down onto the tracing paper. Then trace the circular top onto the piece of paper. Cut out your circle and place it on the top of your chair. Then trim the edges to make the circle a bit smaller. Trace some circular objects onto your circle to make white spots. Cut those out. Trace it onto contact paper. Cut everything and lay your circle onto the stool. Number 14. Apple from the Famnig Hjärta Pillow. First, you have to cut the Famnig Hjärta Pillow sleeves. Then sew it to look like an apple. Knit a petiole and a leaf and sew it into your pillow. We heart this apple pillow. Number 15. Transform a Kura bed into an amazing bed fort combo. The structure has been altered by extending the construction system and wrapping it in MDF with wood veneer, creating a little forest house with 2 spaces for play and relaxation for the child. The cute house has 2 levels and can be adapted to the different needs of the child as they grow up. Number 16. Cross-stitch a design on top of a Frosta stool. Let your creative genius come out to play. Print out a cross-stitch flower pattern. Tape it to the top of your stool. Use a push pin through the paper. Drill holes where you made the tiny marks. Paint the edges of the legs and the top part. Let dry, and repeat till you varnish the painted areas. Let the stool dry for a few hours. Once it's completely dry, thread your needle with the wool and start cross-stitching your way through the flower pattern. Number 17. IKEA Tea and Spice Shelving. Flip around drawers. Paint a clear coat of water-based satin Estepol all over and use cheap 1-inchers in raw pine as knobs. Use craft paint to mix and paint your colors. Number 18. Add color to the insides of your Kallax shelves. Identify the inside faces of the Kallax frame using the guidelines on the back of your panel and a sharp blade. Cut panel to each piece approximate size. For each piece, line up one end of the panel to corners of Kallax piece. Pull away backing. Line up panel to piece. Adhere panel to Kallax piece, matching the corners. Number 19. IKEA Rast dresser hack turned into a cute Apothecary cab nightstand. To match the drawer pulls, you can stick a slew of screws into some styrofoam and spray paint them. To make sure the pulls were centered to each faux drawer, you can take a piece of paper and cut it to the size of the drawer. Apothecary themes are quite interesting. Number 20. Organize your makeup supply with a Råskog cart plus added labels. Paint Råskog cart. Add labels there. Use alphabet stickers and then put an ordning utensil holder onto it. Number 21. Stitch a Malin figure cushion cover into a stylish tot. You can add lots of pockets for compartmentalizing your stuff. Sew leather bottoms and handles. Iron your seams. Cover the leather with a cotton cloth and iron at the hottest, steamiest setting. Number 22. Create a Billy bookcase that glows using some diode lights with a white Billy bookcase. Cut holes in the shelves and pieces to accommodate the cords. String a dioder, the color-changing controller with 4 light strips on the top of each shelf. Hide the light strips and cords with Montera cable hiding strips. Number 23. Cover a Norden bench with crochet. Sew around 100 granny squares that will cover the seat one piece. Dress the bench by sewing the rest of the boxes in place and done. Number 24. IKEA Rast dresser hack. Put the IKEA Rast dresser together by using the directions. Attach the wood shelf by drilling screws into the slides. Be sure to measure if you have to drill 2 holes for your hardware. Paint with 3 coats. Use some fabric and paint a thin layer of Mod Podge to the wood backing to make it stick. Number 25. Do-it-yourself IKEA hack floating credenza. Floating credenzas can be built once you build the main Besta unit exterior. Make sure you follow the guidelines. It's easy to transform it with a bit of time on your hands. Fill it with toys, blankets, or anything you want. Number 26. Turn a Rast chest into a craft station on wheels. Add black paint in a geometric pattern to the front and follow with some satin nickel metal hooks, drawer pulls, and caster wheels. Bingo! You've created a rolling craft cart. And the last one. Number 27. Add some ears to an IKEA photo lamp. Use an IKEA photo lamp here. Cut 2 large ears from a white cardboard and glue them to the lamp. Draw 2 dots and a cross. And now you'll have a cute little rabbit in your bedroom to keep you company. That's it. Some great ideas here, folks. You can come up with your own as well. Do it, document, and share your story using the comment area under this video. And before you go, leave a like or share this video with someone you know loves IKEA as well. And lastly, press the subscribe button if this channel is new to you. Thanks for your support and see you again later.